And the marker. Get the marker now. Sorry. We will use the marker now. Can we have the marker, please? We'll do the marker.
Here,
We would like the marker. Perfect. Yeah, out of here.
I've got to tell you, you're kind of a big deal. Last week,
You know.
in the same day, 3 different people, unrelated, called me. And they were like, Mo Amer is coming to Austin. You have to get him on your show.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You'll be kicking it on the stage at the Paramount Theatre.
That's right. I'm filming my Netflix special in my home state of Texas. I'm happy to be in Austin. I have a lot of amazing experiences here. My first headliner gig was on 6th Street at Velveeta Room. And then I did 2 tour stops with Dave Chappelle at the ACL at Austin City Limits.
Yeah.
And it was really a magical experience, and it's something that means a lot to me.
That's got to be a pretty big milestone for you. Our Netflix special. What can we expect during that?
Man, you're gonna expect everything I got, you know?
It's gonna bring
It's
everything.
everything, literally. I mean, it's been 20 years in the making almost. I've been really tactful and methodical about how I want to introduce myself to the world. So this has been really, really special. And to be under Dave Chappelle's mentorship the last 5 years, over 500 shows together and learning from him, that really just made me feel like, okay, I'm ready.
Congratulations, man.
Thank
That's
you.
so exciting.
Thank you.
You know, when you talk about learning from Dave Chappelle, one of the best,
Sure.
what are some of those lessons and takeaways that you now find yourself incorporating?
Oh man, it's so many different levels of performance and timing, and also off stage, and seeing how he navigates that world. And it's just so much to soak in. It's just so
you're
much.
a sponge.
Yeah, I'm absolutely a sponge.
How'd you initially link up with Dave Chappelle?
So I was touring, doing a show called Allah Made Me Funny, and that was made into a documentary film, and his whole family came out to our show. It was really a wonderful surprise, and he came and did an hour after our show, and then we became friends, and I happened to be in San Francisco at the same time he was doing shows, and he invited me and my comedy partner Azhar to come through and say hello, and we were like, hey, let's get a picture with Dave Chappelle, and we show up, he's like, oh, can I get a picture with you guys? And we were like, sure, Dave, sure. I'm very, very blessed to have him as my friend and mentor.
Yeah, no kidding. You know, you've been doing comedy for a long time.
Yeah.
How do you keep it fresh?
It's just the love of the art form, you know, and also the culture makes it really easy. I mean, there's a lot of things out there to pick from. They always try to put me in a bucket, oh, it's one of the best Arab comedians. My thing is becoming a great comedian, period. That's been my goal since I first started, and I've been inspired by that ever since I was 10. If those butterflies ever disappear, it's time to get out of the business. I have so much to offer.
It seems like you're really using comedy to change perspectives and open people's minds, at least get them to think.
Yeah.
How do you approach that?
I mean, stand-up comedy originally as an art form is something that makes you laugh but also makes you think. It's just my own experiences, really. I mean, I'm a storyteller, and I traveled the world without a passport. I've been interrogated in over 25 countries, and by far Japan is my favorite interrogation I ever had in my life.
That?
It was just 1 hour of them trying to figure out what I did for a living, right?
And how
The
did
whole
that go?
hour was like, so, what is your occupation? I was like, I'm a comedian. He's like, comedian? I was like, yeah, man, I'm a comedian. Comedian? I was like, yeah, I do. Am I being roasted right now? What is happening?
How do you travel the world without a passport like that?
You don't, really. You're not really supposed to, but they give you what's called a refugee travel document, but nobody knows what this thing is. So everywhere you go, there is pit stops along the way.
Pit stops is such a gracious word.
It's
I'm
very
sure it
nice
looks very
word.
different.
It's not a NASCAR 10 seconds or less pit stop, I tell you that for sure.
How old were you when you moved to Texas?
I was 9. I was born in Kuwait. I left Kuwait after the first Gulf War. I went to a really nice private British English school in Kuwait. Had a hint of a British accent. You know, I was like, hello, mom, going to school, I am, mommy, right? And then I ended up in Houston. However, when I first got there, they put me in ESL class,
Oh, okay.
which
So-
is English as a second language class.
But you spoke English.
And I was the only guy that spoke English in this class. I walk in and all the kids are looking at me like, hola, amigo, tú eres el huevo aquí? And I was like, sorry, what language are you speaking? All of a sudden this other dude just walks up out of nowhere. He's like, you're weird, dude. Why do you talk like that, eh? And that was my teacher, Taylor. It was a really difficult situation. My family did no research. It was quite a shock for us.
So how do you use that experience and that part of your story in your work today?
Easily.
Yeah.
You know, I've dealt with all adversity in my life through comedy. It seems like in the most uncomfortable of circumstances, I am the guy cracking the jokes, and they work. I just can't explain it. It's just the way I was created.
So you travel a lot of places. What destination speaks to you?
Outside of America, I would say, man, I mean, Cape Town, South Africa takes the cake to me. It's just one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. One of the 7 wonders of the world, and it was just incredible. Aside from getting my laptop stolen out of my room, everything was great. Just ignore that part. I took the Toshiba laptop that I had in 2007. That thing was worth $50. I was like, can you please just bring this back? I was like, my laptop's been stolen out of my room. The guy's like, yeah, again, huh? I was like, again? I was like, oh, this is the wrong hotel. Aside from that, one of the best countries. Actually, that's where I met Trevor Noah and all those guys back then.
You talked about still getting butterflies. So do you get butterflies like on stage when you're about to perform?
Depends what the scenario is. I get excited. I did Radio City Music Hall with Dave, with Chappelle during his run. And I was like following Chance the Rapper and Donald Glover and my God, you know, Lauryn Hill. Right before I go up on stage, you're like, oh, instead of 20, you're doing 15 and then you're gonna come back after Chance and do another 5. I'm like, excuse me, I'm gonna follow Chance the Rapper and do another 5 and you want me to edit this right now and they're announcing my name? I was like, I hate you. Those are the type of situations that are just so exciting. You know, my mother was able to be there and that was like a big thing for me, for her to come out and watch that show. And she didn't even know who Chance the Rapper was, you know what I mean? Just seeing her son like do a stage like that with one of the greatest comedians of all time was just one of the most fulfilling experiences of my career.
I so much enjoyed watching your Stephen Colbert stand up because you were just like so on and it was so fluid and natural, and that was your network TV debut.
It was, yeah.
What was that experience like?
Man, chills. I'm getting chills thinking about it. It was when I walked the streets of New York, I would take pictures of myself and never post them. I would always keep it to myself of the Late Show, and at that point, Letterman, I was like, man, I'm gonna be on this show. I just know I'm gonna be on this show. I didn't know how. Man, it was a magical experience to be in that Ed Sullivan Theater.
Tonight, he's making his network television debut. Please welcome Mo Amer.
For me to be on Colbert was a big deal, a really big deal to me, yeah.
And I love that you spoke it into existence, or you selfied it into existence.
I did. I've done that a few times in my career where I just like keep working hard and I make the intention and then it happens.
Visualize.
Yeah.
Muhammad is the most popular name in the world, okay? You know what's frustrating about that fact? I went to Disneyland 3 weeks ago, not one keychain with my name on it. Not a single, not one person has shared a Coca-Cola with me in America, not a single person.
You will be taking the stage here for your Netflix 1 hour special.
Like, you're gonna be getting a hell of a deal. No matter what, trust me, you will not be able to get me for this price after this special. So come enjoy it now, Texas. Come enjoy it now as I give this gift to you after you've given me so many gifts. Trust me, you are gonna want to be here.
And that's all you need, folks. We'll see you here at the Paramount Theatre for Mo Amer. Rock on.
Thank you so much.